Hello dear students, welcome to English class. Now I am going to teach you English literature from today. It will be lecture number 1. You must have to open this book, Treasure Trove, a collection of ICSE poems and short stories. Cover may be changed, but the name of the book will be Treasure Trove, a collection of ICSE poems and short stories. The very first chapter is the poem The Heart of the Tree by Henry Quiller Bunner. Before starting the chapter, you must have to read whatever is written about Henry Quiller Bunner. You read it. Henry Quiller Bunner was an American novelist, journalist and poet who has written feelingly about the benefits of planting a tree. He has written, he felt about the trees and written about the benefit of the planting a tree. His poem describes the innumerable benefits of trees, uncountable benefits of trees, and the shade and shelter they bring to all life. He claims that people who plant trees plan for a future and for people they do not know. One another level, planting a tree is symbolic act of goodness. One form which may other acts of goodness will sprout. Goodness may be produced when you plant a tree. It's a symbolic act. Although written over a century ago, the poem is very relevant in an age where rapid and reckless development and urbanization are taking their toll on the environment, taking their impact on the environment. You must have to read it. Students, now let's start the chapter, The Heart of the Tree by Henry Quiller Bunner. First of all, you must know what is the heart of the tree. Here, heart is used as in the heart of the matter, where heart means the core, the main center. Heart, the core, the main center, the real meaning, the essential part. As you know, the heart is very important part of the human body. So, its real meaning is the essential part. It is an invitation to understand the core meaning of a tree. What is a tree? A tree is all that the poet says it is. What the poet says. Now, read it. You put your fingers on the lines and try to understand the poem. First of all, you know, the poet asks when somebody plants a tree. You can see there is a question mark. What does he plant? Who plants a tree? The question is being asked by the poet. He asked the question, but he is giving the answer himself. You see in the further lines, he plants a friend of sun and sky, he plants the flag of breezes free, like this. He asked the question himself and he asked the question to us, but answering the question himself. He says, he asks a question and after that answering the answer himself. He continues the poem giving answer to his question. The poet says, the person who plants a tree plants a friend of sun and sky. Poet says here, one who plants a tree, a friend of the sun and the sky. He says, a tree when planted grows up. A tree when planted grows up and moves towards the sun and sky. There, the poet imagines that just like someone walks towards a friend's house to meet him or her, The tree is moving up to meet sun and sky, who are his friends. He plants the flag of breezes free, the shaft of beauty towering high. The poet says, the branches of trees flutter like a flag in the sky, and plants a home on the trees for birds. He says here, the shaft of beauty towering high. He plants the flag of breezes free, the shaft of beauty towering high. He says the poet describes the beauty of the trees here as its branches flutter like a flag in the wind, and the branches growing up to the reach heaven. He says, branches growing up. He imagines. Here, students, you must know the meaning of the flag of breezes free. The flag of breezes free means, here the poet says, when the wind blows, the branches of a tree move in the wind like a flag fluttering in the sky. Here the poet describes the tree as a flag of breezes. Breeze is invisible, but its direction is shown by the direction of the leaves of a tree. So it acts as its flag. He plants a home to heaven anigh. Anigh means near or close. Closer, close. He plants a home to heaven anigh for song and mother croon of a bird. The poet says, who plants the tree, he plants a home. Who plants a tree? A person, a man who plants a tree, plants a home to heaven anigh. Home. Home here means home. The home here means a nest that a bird makes on a top branch of a tree. It is a home for the heaven. It is the home for the birds high in the sky on a tree. Is high up in the sky. The poet says that heaven, according to popular belief, is high up in the sky. So the bird's home is nearer the heaven or nearer to heaven. The poet says he plants a home for birds where the mother bird sings softly. Here you can see for song and mother croon of bird. Mother croon. Croon means sing softly and gently. The mother bird, he says that he plants a home for mother where the mother bird sings softly for her young ones in the nest on top of a tree. The birds sing in a hushed, in hushed and happy twilight heard. How does the mother bird sing? The poet says that the birds sing in a hushed, means very soft voice. They sing at twilight, means dawn or dusk, in the morning and in the evening when the sun is below the horizon and it's dark. The poet says, someone who plants a tree making a home near to heaven for a bird to lay its eggs and to nurse the baby bird till it can fly for itself. The treble of heaven's harmony. These things he plants who plants a tree. Treble means high note. The treble of heaven's harmony means what, student? The treble of heaven's harmony. I underline this. The treble of heaven's harmony means the poet treats it as an orchestra or symphony of the heaven where many birds sing. The soft note of the bird is the highest note of heaven's music, for heaven's music is never loud. As you know, as we imagine that heaven's music is never loud, it can be heard only when all the noises are down. The highest note is the birds. The rest is even softer than